Hello, dear students. I am Niranjan Jha, a teacher of Mahatma Gandhi Shikshan Sansthan Darbhanga. This time I am going to teach the students of class 6. This is subject math, chapter 4. The name of this chapter is Basic Geometrical Concept. This is second day on this chapter. In previous video, first day, what we have read? First we have to revise, then we shall read new topics. We have revised about point. What is point? Point is a, first we have read point. What is point? Point is a mark of position. A mark of position is known as point. Suppose we have to mark position A. We have to mark position B. Then how we shall indicate? By giving a dot. Point is represented by a dot. This is dot. Point B, and points are always represented by capital A. Point P, point Q, point R. What we shall read? We shall read point P. We shall read point Q, point R. Points are always represented by capital letters. Second thing, point do not have length or breadth or thickness, and point do not occupy some space. Point do not have length, do not have breadth, do not have thickness, and do not occupy space. This is point, and it is always denoted by capital letter. Second things we have read about what is line segment. What is line segment? Suppose these are 2 points, point C and point D. A shortest distance between 2 points is known as line segment. Shortest distance between 2 points is known as line segment. And how we represent it? We represented C, D, and write here a small line segment. What we shall read? We shall read it line segment CD. We shall read this is one line segment P and Q. We shall write it PQ. What we shall read? We shall read it line segment PQ. Clear? We have read about point and line segment. Now what is line? What is line? Suppose this is a point line segment RS. This is a line segment RS. We have to extend RS in both direction. Both direction. Here also we shall extend indefinitely, and here also we shall extend indefinitely. Indefinitely means it has no end point on both sides. On right side also it has no end point. On the left side it also it has no end point. We shall extend it indefinitely in both directions. Then what will happen? Then we shall get a line. Then we shall get a line. A line has no end point. A line has no end point. But we have to represent a line. How we shall represent? We shall write one capital letter near one end and one capital letter near another. RS. We shall represent it writing RS, and above we shall give this symbol RS. What we shall read? We shall read it line RS. Line is also represented by small letters L, M, N, etc. Suppose we have to represent, we shall represent it line L. This is line M. We can represent with small letters also. Line never should be represented by capital letter. Then what is line? If a line segment is extended indefinitely on both directions, that is known as line. Line has no end point. Line has no end point. A line has made by collection of infinite number of points. Line segment has also made by collecting infinite number of points. Now we have to revise rays. What is rays? We have revised point, line, ray, line segment, ray. What is rays? Suppose this is a line segment. If a line segment is extended in one direction, a line segment is extended in one direction, only in one direction indefinitely, then that is known as ray. This is A, and suppose any point B near the other end, AB. What we shall write? How we shall represent AB, and this is a ray AB. Here what we are seeing, Ray has one end point. A is one end point and on the other end there is no end. B point B does not represent end. It represents any point near the end. This is ray AB. We have read about point, line, line segment, ray and rays. And we can differentiate between all the three. Line segment, two end point. Line segment, this is line segment, two end points. Two end points. Line, no end point. No end points. There is no end point. And ray has one end point. Ray, one end point. Here, line segment has two end point A and B. We shall rewrite it A, B, line segment AB. Line has no end point PQ. We shall write PQ. And ray has one end point RS. Right here RS. This is ray. Now we have to read new topic. Intersecting lines. What do you mean by intersecting lines? Suppose two lines are passing. Two lines are passing. Two straight lines having exactly one common point are called intersecting lines. Suppose there is one line, this is L. This is line L. And there is another line. This is line M. We can draw it anyway. This is line. Whenever we have to draw line, we must remember we have to give arrow on the both end. If arrow will be there on both end, then it will represent a line. Otherwise, it will represent either ray or line segment. One line is L, other line is M. Both lines intersect at one point P. This is a common point. This is a common point P through which line L is also passing, and through this common point P, line M is also passing. So this point P is a common point of line L and M. So if two lines passes from a common point, then this line L and M are said to be intersecting line. Here L and M are intersecting lines. Here also, suppose the name P and Q. Name of lines are P and Q. Then intersecting line. Here one line is P, other line is Q. Both passes through one common point B. So these two lines are known as intersecting line. Next line is parallel line. What is parallel line? Here we have to understand. Take the example. This is one line L and this is another line M. Two lines. Here are two lines. One line is L, other line is M. And what is the condition of these two lines? If L will be extended in both directions up to infinity. Suppose L is extended on both directions and M is also being extended up to infinity. And these both lines do not intersect at each other. Both lines L and M do not intersect with each other at any point. Then these two lines are known as parallel lines. What is parallel line? If two straight lines are said to be parallel to each other, if they do not intersect even when extended indefinitely on either side. Either side means on both ends. These two lines are said to be parallel lines. Suppose one line is, another example, this is line P and this is line Q. We shall extend both lines on either side, on both sides. And these two lines will do not meet with each other. Then these lines P and Q are shown to be parallel. And how we write? P parallel Q, L parallel M. These two vertical lines represent parallel line. What we shall read? Line P parallel to line Q, line L parallel to line M. We have read about intersecting line. Those two lines, if two lines intersect, passes through one common point, that is known as intersecting point. They are line R and line S. Two lines passing are passing through common point P. Line R and S are intersecting line. Here P and Q have no any common point, so these are the parallel lines. Now we shall solve examples on the basis of these concepts. Thanks.